Got a little break here between walkers. Might have some people coming up there. I see them on the disc golf course. I don't know if they're golfing or what. Got Tuco being noisy. He's been noisy today. Got this walker that just went this way, so we got a box we can stay in. Let's take the T28 up, flying it on a 3-cell. The only reason why I'm flying it on a 3-cell is because I wanted to fly a 3-cell plane after flying the jets, and I was looking at the yellow T28 in honor of us not getting a Carbon Z, new Carbon Z, for you guys that don't have one yet. For those that might be interested in upgrading some parts, if they have upgraded parts. But thanks to the inflation, I don't know if I'll be buying much of anything. As I say that as I bought 2 cases for a couple radios. One for my sailing radio, Fly Sky, and then one for my DX9, the Turnigy. Just gonna do nice, easy 8s and stuff. In fact, let's, the guy's far enough away, I can come down here now and get a landing in, see if we can land on this road. Right here. Well, perfect. Perfect, perfect in the grass. I don't know if I'll be able to take off. That grass is pretty tall. Elevator up. Chopping grass, and we got up. That's pretty good on 3S in that tall grass. Good thing this doesn't have white tips, or had white tips, I should say. It wouldn't have white tips now.
Timer stop.
Forget how long this thing coasts, man.
Timer start.
That looks about scale right there. Woo, got a little gust. We got hit with a gust. We were going slow. Let's do a little vertical on 3S. Not bad, not bad.
Timer stop. Timer start.
Let's do it up into the wind. The wind kind of died right now, which is good, I guess.
Stop.
Ooh.
Timer start.
That was kind of risky, doing that little downwind turn, because if the wind would have come back up, because it was blowing, I was probably getting gusts about 7, 8 when I was flying the jets. Of course, that's been a while. We took a walker break. We went over and visited the box, aka the porta potty. Washed our hands, got some peanuts, got some water. I like it on 3S. It's a little more floaty. But I'm just used to flying the park zone on 3S, so it's like an old shoe. I can keep it nice and slow like that.
Time remaining.
Scale.
6 minutes.
Because, man, when you're at the air show, man, these things kind of lumber through the air. It's amazing when they do stuff. That's about scale air show speed. Yep. Yep. Nice air show roll. Hopefully I was looking up. Working on my camera, aiming. Reset my angle. No matter how, if I go out in the yard and test, it's not the same, because it's mostly, if I miss shots, it's because I forget where I got to look. Like I'm looking right above the plane. And when I land, I got to look right below it, just a hair below. If I mess that up, I mess up the shot. I do have a nice Sony camera that everybody uses, Pilot Ryan, GB, John VHR. I just need somebody to operate it. The job is open. I'll put you on scale pay that Tuco gets for running the tower.
5 minutes.
Peanuts and fresh water. He always has peanuts and fresh water. All right, let's see if we can get that landing on the road I promised you. The winds have picked up, so that'll make it interesting. But this thing has one of those things on the left stick. It should aid. Yeah, a little bit of a dropper. Not bad though. Not bad, not a bad landing. All right, now I would just take right off again, but I know Tuco can get out in the middle of this road. And I don't want him to run out in the road, so I'm gonna take off this way so he can't get to it. Give a turn, and take her off. Because I can just see him running out. He doesn't chase planes, but very often. Occasionally he has chased a plane when I've had him off the leash. Mainly when I'm doing slow flybys before a landing. he's like, ah! But he doesn't chase them. You know, Rocky used to like to chase them.
Timer start.
So I never flew with Rocky off the leash. I would take him off the leash during, you know, between flights if it was going to be a long time. But he was such a good dog, though.
Timer stop.
Not saying Tuco isn't, but get her on the runway, on the runway, on the runway. There we go. There you have your little. I still got plenty of battery left, but we're gonna go ahead and stop this video. Oh, it's a beautiful breeze. It's probably in the 60s. Got about a 5-mile-an-hour winds off, and it's blowing from right over here. So that was, yeah, that was a horrific crosswind landing to get it on the road. I'm just kidding, man. Here, e-flite T28. There's a reason this thing is always on back order. It is just great to fly. I don't have safe, just using what ASX settings they have. Flies great on 3S, great on 4S. On 4S I can get longer flight times using less power. And you know, like, seems like on a 3S 4S system, I'd rather fly 4S with partial power than 3S with more power. That's just me. Tuco, he is busy watching the dog park, which we're going to head to as soon as I throw all this stuff in the hauler. This is Jeff and the son, the T28 and the son. Tuco, getting anxious to go to the dog park and play with the dogs that are there, saying thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing to become part of Team Let's Go Flying.